A golf course community that isn't a 55 plus retirement village? Yep, it exists. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today in Pasco, Washington. It's called the Village at Sun Willows. Could this be the right option for you? I don't know. Let's go check it out. Hey there, if you've dreamed of living in a golf course community where you're literally one step away from the green, then Sun Willows just might be your hole-in-one. I'm Kayla Corbin with eXp Realty, and if you're interested in learning more about living in the Tri-Cities, neighborhoods, communities, recreation, entertainment, what have you, reach out. Hit the subscribe button and don't forget to tap the bell so you get notifications when new videos are released. And if you're thinking about moving here in the next year, the next couple months, what have you, please let me be your boots on the ground. I'd be delighted to help you to make your move to the Tri-Cities, Washington as smooth and stress-free as possible. All of my information is in the description below. All right, let's get started. So like in my previous videos, I do like to share with you our Google Maps so that you have a relativity of what I'm talking about today to the entire Tri-Cities, as well as then to the town that we're talking about. And as I've mentioned, we will be discussing Sun Willows in Pasco, Washington. It's a fun little village. We call it a village, and I think it'll make sense when you start seeing a few pictures of it and I describe what it is like. Let's go to the Google map right now, and then we'll come back here and I'll tell you more about living in Sun Willows. All right, here we are. We have the Tri-City map showing, and we've got Richland up here, Kennewick, and then Pasco down here. And where we're talking about today is going to be Sun Willows, that is located right here in Pasco. So here we have 395 that goes through Richland, as we've discussed before, and then you've got your 240 on your south side of the river and your 182 on the north side of the river. Pasco being solely on the north side of the river. Sun Willows here is very, very easy access to getting on the freeway here and either tapping into 395 or 182, or even coming down and around and wrapping back around to 240. All right. Tri-Cities Airport is right here. It's very close. In fact, my parents live here in Sun Willows Village, Sun Willows Golf Course area. It's literally a half a mile to the airport. So you could literally walk there if you wanted to, if you were going to catch a flight, but then you got to drag your bags and whatnot. But there's sidewalk all the way there, and it's an easy commute. That said, you really don't have a lot of issue with the planes. You are going to hear them taking off at times, and but we do have limited times that we take off, even though our airport is growing and is expected to be remodeled in the next years, and we have more airlines coming in. Tri-Cities Airport's a really good option. If having an airport close to wherever you live is important to you, then I would highly recommend doing a further investigation to look at the areas that you're going to be flying to determine whether or not the Tri-City Airport is and will be a viable solution for you. I have found that it's pretty simple for me. But being here with Sun Willows, let's start to tap in here and get to Pasco is. And so we're going to move it here and come in and show where the Sun Willows Golf Course community is. So it's pretty small. All the green is going to be the golf course, mostly around where this area is. There's your Sun Willows Village, and like I said, there's your one way in and your one way out. It is a very peaceful community. What kind of the homes look like, they're manicure. It is, like I said, very peaceful. There are no sidewalks in this community, but it is a 15-mile-per-hour speed limit with speed bumps, and that is very strictly enforced. That keeps it very simple, low key. It's also known as one of the more safer neighborhoods in the Tri-City area, and primarily because of the fact that it is so tight in community and the access in and out. One nice feature about this here is A lot of the homes are smaller. They are designed for kind of your retirement style. Many of the homes, most of the homes, there's about 170 homes in here, are going to be single story. And many of them, believe it or not, are on the golf course. Not all, obviously, but it's just across the street, meaning you cross the road and you will be there at a golf course. It's got paths throughout that will link the area for walking through it and also to the golf course. So it's real easy access to get to that golf course and to the pro shop as well. The golf course, being a public course, does have a pro shop, a driving range. It's an 18-hole, 72 par course and a very popular golf course, I might add. Sun Willows started being built in, it was earlier than this, but it primarily started in the mid 90s up into the about mid 2000s. It wasn't like developments that you see nowadays where a big plot of land is sectioned off, just a bunch of houses are built basically all at once. This was over time that we saw this being built. For that, it is well developed, it's well manicured, and it's got more mature trees and landscaping. Now, speaking of landscaping, through the CC&Rs, which again are strictly enforced in this community, fences are not allowed. And you do have limitations to how long you can park a vehicle on the street, or if you need to bring an RV in and do some loading and unloading around your house, how long that vehicle can actually be in front of your house. Even at that, there is guest parking. It's pretty good guest parking, but you even have limitations to how long a guest can park their car in that guest parking space. It is shared amongst the little cul-de-sacs that are in the community. Because the houses are a little bit older, you will find that if you want to purchase one there, you may find that it does need some updating. And not all of them, it just depends on the home and of course your style and what you're looking for in a home. Who lives there? Well, like I said, this community pretty much started out as more of a retirement style or snowbird community because of its safety profile as well as the price point. Right now, at this time, and in the last 6 months, we've had 7 houses that have sold in the last 6 months. Those ranged anywhere from $329,000 all the way to $467,000. So you can see there's a variation in there, and that's going to depend obviously on the size of the home. Some of the homes even have 3-car garage, but the size of the home, how well it's updated, basically all of those factors that go into what prices out a home. 7 were sold. There are 5 active on the market. 2 of those are pending, but the other 3 that are on the market are ranging from $369,000 to $445,000. So you can see that the price point is pretty desirable for this community. Not only is the price point desirable, but that strong sense of community and the peaceful living that you get to enjoy while living there are things that contribute. Especially if you like to golf, you just take your golf cart, jog down the road, and you are there at the clubhouse. Speaking of the clubhouse, a lot of people will meet there just to have coffee, play some games that they might play, like bridge or pinochle. And I know my mom, she has a small group of ladies that show up there on Monday mornings to have their coffee and chat. I'll leave it at that, chat. This is a short video. If you're interested in seeing more about Sun Willows or even some of the homes that are in there, you can reach out to me. I'd be happy to do a virtual tour with you so that you can see what the homes are like and for more of the community as well. My fun fact for this video pertains to the name Sun Willows. Back in the day when this first started, it was going to be a golf course exclusive community. But as things started to develop and grow quickly over time back then, it kind of fell into just being a neighborhood community that is attached to a golf course. But at the time that they had determined that this was going to be that exclusive community, they built a wall of willow trees, and that was to block the wind and whatnot. Now, some of those still stand, and that's where the name Sun Willows got its name. All right, if you've enjoyed this video or you know somebody that might be moving to this area, please share the video and my channel actually with them. Remember, if you are moving here anytime soon, even just thinking about moving here, please reach out. Let me put your boots on the ground. Love to help you. And in fact, my next video, I'm going to share with you a sit-down coffee conversation that I had with some folks that are thinking about retiring to the Tri-Cities from the Denver area. We sat down, I had a map for them that was specifically of the Tri-Cities. And so that made it a lot easier to see where the roads are, where you are relative to something else. More so than when you've got this big Google map or you're trying to look at it on a computer. I was able to send them off with that map and target them into directions of homes that I think that they would like based on the criteria that they shared with me. I think they went out and had a great time. I know they went to some wonderful places for dinner and stayed at a really lovely hotel in Richland. Again, my information is in the description below. Please share it. Make sure you subscribe. Tap the bell for notification, and I'll see you on the next video.